I sent her more love than you hate on me. I don't even pay attention to you. You ain't gonna have this though, cause you hating on it. It's right here with you. You can learn from it. You can ask questions, get the impartation, all that. But no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You want to fight it? That's what Goody said. What he said. You cannot pray to the Lord for me. He's not going to answer your prayers. No, it's not going to happen. You reject the gift of God. You pick and choose. What parts of the gift that you're going to receive? You're not going to receive the whole gift, just the parts that you want. So it's not the gift that you received. It's the picking. Talking about a pickaninny. You're not just a pickaninny. You're a picky nigga.
The legend and the lyricist. The legend and the lyricist. We are the legend and the lyricist. We are the legend and the lyricist.
Conclave down low. Conclave down low. That high.
The legend and the lyricist.
Conclave down low. Conclave down low. That high.
The legend and the lyricist.
Back in late November 2012, felt like God started pulling me off the shelf. While the Catholics they were changing poles, my ministry would be called Conclave Down Low. I thought it'd be a band, but I disbanded that. Picked up the fragments of my harvest cause I'm never slack. I call Triomnius the legend and the lyricist. Go listen to our show on Conclave Down Low. Conclave Down Low. Conclave Down Low. That high. Conclave Down Low. Conclave Down Low. That high.
Welcome to another edition of The Legend and the Lyrics. The weekly podcast found here on
Conclave Down Low.
I am your host, Triomnius. And this ride wouldn't be fun at all if I didn't have my co-host, the one, the only, the one, the only, the one, the only, the only, Metalipsis. The legend and the lyricist. The legend and the lyricist.
Conclave Down Low.
The one,
Conclave Down Low. That
the only, the one,
Conclave
the only,
Down Low.
the one, the
Conclave
only,
Down Low. That
the legend and the lyricist.
Conclave Down
The
Low.
legend and the
Conclave Down Low.
lyricist.
That Conclave Down Low. Conclave Down Low. That
The legend and the lyricist. The legend and the lyricist.
Pentecostals is because of racism. The whites went over here and the blacks went over there. So now, can those white people who have been Assemblies of God, can they, with their racism, wearing Confederate flag hats, I've seen it, can they go to heaven? They speak in tongues and they do everything normal Christians do, cuss people out, have sex with the camera person, whatever, all right? Can a racist go to heaven? Don't talk about repentance. It's two types of what? Two types of racism. What? Please expound on. There's two. I thought that. Please explain the two types of racism. Okay, yes, sir. Right.
But I'm just saying, you might struggle. So you might have And the white man, he struggled with racism because his great granddad president, I don't know, but he's a pastor. He does try his best to love black people. He prays, he fight against it. He even feeds black people. He's out there marching with black people. That's something he is trying against it because they have been ready for a lot of growth. They haven't happened to that stuff. What's happened to this man? They've only been taught religiously, and that's those gifts don't exist anymore. But you have to just, just pray about it and make sure the Lord gives it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That type of racist man, I just say, I'm happy because he's fighting against that racist stuff. Now, typical racist man, like, I don't like black people. I don't like Mexicans. I don't like nobody else. Why can't these fools just think they?
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why that's nice, here's the reason. Here's the thing. I'm only speaking as a man. I got a whole bunch of ways that I can speak about this. But Corinthian, I like your answer because it is. Because I'm going to say this as Matthew, me. I'm going to say this as me. Like, didn't Paul say, I wrote this with my own hands? Now, look, it is all typed. So I don't know which one is his hands or not. But he said it was his handwriting, and I guess he typed it in the Bible. Like, he typed each one of them, each Bible, he had to retype it over and over. Now, I would love it, and it would bring me so much comfort, that every racist in America, every white racist that has ever interacted with me, and whether I knew it or not that they were racist, that they got a heart of racism against blacks. And they treated me however they treated me, but their heart is racist. It brings me so much comfort to know that if I was going to Corinthians church, every racist, that would be my expectation. Hey, I'm not going to say nothing to that person. I'm going to bless them. I'm going to say kind words to them. Because I know in the back of my mind, that person is going to hell. And to me personally, if they're racist against blacks, after all of these years and after all the information that's available to white people about how wonderful black people are, because black people are wonderful.
Absolutely.
We are absolutely wonderful. We are only we're less than 15% of this country. Out of 330 or 340 million Americans, less than 15% of us are descendants of slaves, black, African American, Negro, nigger, whatever you want to call us. That's why I got all the cards in my wallet. And it brings me so much comfort that the majority of this country, if they are racist in their heart, and God looks on the heart.
Yes, he does.
He looks on the heart. It brings me so much comfort that if I was going to the Church of Corinthian Jackson Ministries, I would believe this, what I'm about to tell you. If you're racist in your heart, you go straight to hell.
You're talking about my church, guys. Hatred.
I got you. Listen, what I'm saying is not every preacher, Corinthian, not every preacher, okay, I'm sorry that I said it inarticulately, okay? What I'm saying is every preacher, I know you're not rebuking me. No. I'm saying you're right. I'm saying you're right. I'm saying that I have been to churches. Jackie, one of my friends, she has been serving the Lord. She was missionary of the year, I want to say like 5 or 6 years in a row. She won missionary of the year in her church so many times that they had to stop giving it to her and just find somebody else to give it to, just because it messed up the politics of the church. All the women in the church, you know how women are, okay? Now, that's why some churches don't put women in leadership positions, right? Now, and keep your hair covered, put a hat on that head. Now, but that church, when she moved to Dallas and she went to another church, this church was on TV, and she went to go sit in a spot where the camera might mess around and be on her. Not that she wanted to be on camera, but that was just an open spot. She was following the rest of the white people in the church. And the usher specifically put his arm in front of Jackie and her daughter and said, ma'am, there's a seat over there. Meaning, there's a seat where your black face, your turd in the punch bowl face, your nigger face will not be on camera. And so she, as an obedient black woman, as an obedient Christian, she obeyed the usher, did not fight for her rights to sit in front of the church. She went ahead and sat in the back of the church. And she did it obediently. And she, however long, she kept going to the church because the message was good and all that other stuff. That exists. What I'm happy about is, even though that usher and even though that church is preaching the word of God, I'm grateful to God that based on what you're saying, I know it's God's word, but not every church preaches about if you're racist, you go to hell. Jeremiah Wright said a bunch of stuff and it made a bunch of white people upset. And to a degree, they tried to turn it into an issue to block the presidency, the potential presidency of Barack Obama. I know your lingo is right, Corinthian. Your lingo, I'm 45 and I got 3 years. I have 3 years to make my verbiage accurate because when my son, in 3 years from now, I'm going to start, my son is now, he's 10 years old. He's going to be 11 this year, Corinthian. Okay? I'm not finna do, this is what I'm not finna do. I'm not finna do what all of the people in my life in my 20s did. They were nicely talking, all nicely scripturally and all that other stuff. I'm in my 40s. I'm going to sit down my son and I'm preparing him for adulthood. I'm not going to talk to him and double speak. I'm not going to speak with a forked tongue. Not my church, God's church. I know. You're in your 30s, just like I was in my 30s, and I did that. And I'm not saying you're wrong. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm in my 40s. I only got 11 years to raise my children. Meaning that as many times as I've been freaking accosted and threatened by these white cops here, I don't have time to pussyfoot around these words. White Jesus on the wall, my son is watching it. My son, I do not want my son to grow up and be a coon. I don't want him to grow up to be an Oreo. I don't want him to grow up to be what's considered an Uncle Tom or what's considered a nigga or a nigger. I want my son to grow up and be Nathan. And the only way that that's going to be able to happen is if Toma and the rest of America solves racism, solves some of these other bullcrap dumb problems, coronavirus, everything. I don't have time to pussyfoot around that. Everybody else got time. I thought Jesus was coming back. Listen, Corinthian, Jesus been coming back ever since I was 19 years old. In the song that I wrote on your lyrics, on your beat that you gave me, Jesus is coming back. Oh, snaps. Time to get my house together. Right? My house has been together. Say it again. Listen, if it's 1,000 years.
He only been gone for 2 days.
That's why I love you so much, man. I love you so much. That's such a good.
1 day is like 1,000 years.
Come on, man. Jesus only been gone for 2 days. That's hilarious. That's great.
I'm serious.
Come on, man. That's beautiful.
Even if you come back next year, you know what that means? The heavenly language. In our language, the heavenly language.
Hallelujah. That's why I'm not tripping.
4,654 might be in spaceships.
The Jetsons.
Helicopters on the floor.
That's what I'm talking about. My boy Elroy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, is your daughter sitting right there? Corinthian. Please, yes.
Hi.
How you doing, Faith?
Good.
Good. Faith, I have some news for you.
Yes.
When I die, you're going to be wealthy, okay? Faith, did you hear me?
Yes.
When I die, you are going to be wealthy. Now, I don't want you to just be waiting for me to die, okay?
Okay.
I want you to get to know me and be my friend. Be my friend while I'm alive. And I need you to be friends with my children. Now listen to me. Do you know my children's names?
No.
Okay, I'm going to tell you my son and my daughter's name, and I need you to commit it to memory. Your name is Faith. I know your name by heart. Your name is Faith. Okay? Are you aware that your name is Faith?
Yes.
Is your last name Jackson? Never mind about your last name. Now,
Yes, my name's Jackson.
there you go. Faith Jackson, just like your dad. You're named after your father. Okay? Now, my son's name is Nathan. Can you say my son's name? His last name is Walker. Nathan Walker. Okay?
Okay.
My daughter's name is Naomi. Naomi Walker. Okay?
Naomi or Naomi?
She likes both. In other words, that was an argument between my ex-wife, just like me and your father are in the same boat. In other words, you have two places to live. That means you got double the blessing. Most people, they got parents, they got to all live in the same bedroom. They got to live in the same house with them. You get two places to live. Okay? Now, when my daughter was born, right, her name is spelled Naomi. Okay? But Naomi's mother, she wanted to pronounce it Naomi. And my thing is, if you're going to call her Naomi, then make it N-I or N-Y. Don't make it N-A. Because N-A, if it's going to be Nye, then you make it N-A-I. So then I'll go with the Nye. Right? Or N-E-I-G-H. -O -M-I. Nay, like a horse. Nay, on me. Okay? I'll do that.
Okay.
But she didn't do that. We put on the birth certificate Naomi. Now, me and my son, we had an issue about Candy. I'll tell you that later. My daughter had an issue with the name, and I'm glad. Now, her mother calls her Naomi. I call her Naomi. So when she would go upstairs to talk to her mother, Naomi, 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 Naomi. And she come downstairs to the basement where I was at, Naomi, 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 Naomi. Right? And so when she got able to talk, she was like 4 years old, I think. And we was on the couch. She was in my arms, like she liked to be, and like I like to have her in my arms. Right? And I said to my daughter, I said, baby, what do you like? Do you like Naomi or Naomi? And when I asked her the question, she thought about it. Now, prior to that date, sometimes she say, I'm Naomi. And then sometimes she say, I'm Naomi. Then, on this day, when I made a final, I said, baby, because now it turned into an argument between me and my ex-wife. We didn't get divorced because of that, but it was just one of them stupid family arguments that don't mean nothing, okay? Her name is Naomi. Then you spell, whatever, like I just told you. And my daughter, in my arms, Faith, this is what my daughter said. And this is one of the reasons why my daughter is so amazing and why I want you to be one of my daughter's friends for the rest of her life. Like Corinthia is going to be my friend for the rest of my life. Okay? Here's what she said. I said, baby, I didn't call her and try to influence her decision. I didn't say, Naomi, what do you want me to call you? I didn't say that. I would have been tainting it. So I was calling her baby, honey, stuff like that. So that way it cleans the palate. Like if you're tasting some stuff and you eat a cracker and drink some water, then your palate, your taste buds are ready for something else to, so you can taste it. So I made it so she surely, for definitely sure, hadn't heard me say Naomi or Naomi. Okay? And little bitty children's memories are good, but they're not that good. Okay? Now, I said, baby, what would you like me to call you? What do you want your name to be? And she said, both. Okay? My daughter said both. It's the same answer that I give. Do you like to be called Matt or Matthew? I said, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Meaning that it's a blessing that her mother pronounces it one way and I pronounce it another way. And you, Faith, you're so brilliant, which shows me that you are definitely, if I didn't know you were Corinthians' daughter, your brilliance, your brain, your brilliance of the question you asked me just proved it. It proved me that either you are A, smarter than your father will ever be, or B, he's doing such a good job that he's making sure that you're smarter and wiser than him, as a good father does. You can choose which one it is. So, Faith, can I ask you a question, ma'am? Faith, I said all this bull crap to nobody. Faith, you know what I'm saying? I said all that to nobody. All this articulation, all this wonderful stuff. Good Jesus. It's 10 o'clock. So disgusted.
Why are you disgusted?
Why
are you disgusted?
Why am I disgusted?
His phone could have went off.
Yeah, I know. But why I gotta go off when I'm...
Man, being all deep, I get it. She heard enough, though. How old is she?
9.
She 9? Yeah, same as, we're the same age as Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in Israel, they used to...
I know.
Prearrange stuff.
I know. I ain't doing that. Stop it. Stop it. It's not happening.
It's a good thing. That's how God do it. That's what they get. You know that's where Israel got it from, right?
Why are you messing with me right now?
I'm not messing with
Yes,
you.
you are.
I'm not messing
Talking about some arranged marriage.
Set your boy up for success.
I am.
So sweet.
I'm not listen, I'm hanging out with Corinthian the way we're hanging out. I'm not trying to get the children married. I don't want his genes intertwined with my genes, okay?
They won't, because Nathan.
I don't want
Nathan.
No.
Nathan's seed.
I don't need anybody's seed to intermingle, okay? If we're going to do this, if I'm going to arrange a marriage, I'm arranging it with the Lord so he can send the right woman.
Didn't I say that he the one to do it?
No, but see, you got me involved in it, okay?
I don't get you involved in that.
Yes, you did.
I just gave you an idea.
I don't want that idea.
You
take that.
it.
Yeah,
You
take that idea.
I'm living.
And
I'm living that revelation, not an idea. It's a revelation. I'm living that. Why you think I be on her like that? And I ain't never touched her before. I ain't never did this with no other woman. Women who I used to bang their brains out. I ain't never did this with them. I ain't never touched this girl. And I can't stop heart. And then you can't stop hating on my love. But I sent her more love than you hate on me. I don't even pay attention to you. You ain't gonna have this though. Because you hate on it. It's right here with you. You can learn from it. You can ask questions, get the impartation, all that. But no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You wanna fight it. That's what Goody said what he said. You cannot pray to the Lord for me. He's not going to answer your prayers. No, it's not going to happen. You reject the gift of God. You pick and choose. What parts of the gift that you're going to receive. You're not going to receive the whole gift. Just the parts that you want. So it's not the gift that you received. It's the picking. Talking about a pickaninny. You're not just a pickaninny. You're a picky nigga. He's a picky nigga. He's a picky nigga. You brought it that I tried to leave Goody in 2001. But Rudy just keeps coming on. Keeps attacking me. In Triumnus, he's a good dude. He's my nigga. He was being very calm. He said, no, Goody, no. I talked to him. I said, let me get him. Every time, let me get him. He said, no. I'm going to do it God's way. I'm going to be more spiritual. But he said, you know what? He said, my nigga, get that nigga, get him, get that nigga, get the picky nigga. Because the nigga want to keep picking on you, nigga. You get the picky nigga. You get him. And you get him good. Get him good. I release you good.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Stop saying the name of the Lord. Every time Goody comes, you want to call him the name of the Lord. Jesus not hear you, my nigga. He never hears you with me. He cannot hear you with me. You know why? Because he sent me. But you don't want the gift. You want to pick out the stuff. Because you're a picky nigga. Not only picking English, but you're the picky nigga. You're just going to pick out.
Oh my God.
So it's not the gift that you want. You just
oh my
want
God.
What you
Oh my
want.
God. Oh my God.
Stop saying, oh my God. It's the same thing as calling on the name of the Lord against me. He does not hear your prayers, my nigga.
Oh my God.
You cannot hear? Say something else. Say, oh my beard. Say, oh my beard. Say, oh my beard. Oh my beard. Say,
Oh my beard.
Yeah,
I gotta say, oh my beard.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Oh.
It's coming back.
Oh my God.
I believe the nigga Corinthian had a very good time.
I think so too.
He had a very good time. And that little sweet princess, listen to me. That little girl, she's so sweet. She was like, yes. Yes, I know.
Naomi or Naomi?
Oh,
that's beautiful.
He only got her. He ain't got no more kids.
Right, that's all. And
yeah, she needs some. Yeah, especially Naomi.
See, and that's
She'd
what
be a good like big sister.
Yeah, but see, what's got to happen is that I got to get Faith over there with Kristen, Charity, Chastity, and those three girls.
Well, where?
Joy's place. Joy and Kristen don't live more than like 15, 20 minutes from each other. Dean and Corinthian live 7 minutes from each other right now. And Dean has been over to, well, I'm blessed because it's working out. I'm blessed. And now, let me see. This is over. Almost 2 hours on this one. I got an hour on that one. This went long, but it was blessed. You want to close us out? Legend of the Lyricist. This is the Legend and the Lyricist show.
We are.
And I want to thank you, Travis, for your level of endurance with me, because I know that as we do the show and as we've been doing what we've been doing, darn it. As we've been doing what we've been doing, I don't know how much I torment him until he vocalizes it like he's been.
Because it's so natural to him.
It's so natural.
It's unnatural to me. I never let nothing slide. It's like he just do his little thing. I let him have his little fun. You know what I'm saying? He have his little moments. Okay, you go ahead. You just like his dad vents on him. He vents on me. I just he needs it. but when it's done, I just let him know. You know what you just did, right? like in that movie, Mr. Society, when that detective was he was interrogating Now hold on, what's the other girl's name?
You talking about Doughboy?
That's the black dude. The black dude. So he said, because he had twisted his story. He said, "You know you messed up, right?" You know
Yeah.
So I had moments like that with him. So it's like when he does like, I know that, right? You know what you're doing, right?
Wait, let's do a recap of at least one or two moments that just happened here. That I think
I know what you want to do.
No, just for a second here before we end the episode. My favorite part was when you said pause.
Because I don't want to be as rude as you. Because it's rude. It's rude. But now listen.
I love it.
Don't now you all see us laughing and it's all fun games. It's 100% joke. So when I say pause, that's my way of being nice and not rude to what he's doing, his antics. He know I know. Corinthian has no idea what's going on.
Right.
He's on the phone. He's supposed to know though. Because he know Matt. He know Matt's like
because me and him have this.
You never joke with him?
Not like this.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
This listen.
Well, in all
this
fairness, he should know.
He's in his 30s.
I just educated him. So when he hears this tone, and
right.
Now he's gonna be listening to him because he picked up on how I was doing stuff. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm going back and forth. I'm taking care of my daughter and stuff like that. But I'm here. I'm paying attention." So when he was like, "Here," and his daughter was settled or whatever, and he was like able to focus, he was paying attention even more because I said, "No, you're not gonna get out on him." And then he go tell me, he go try to get up. I said, "Oh no, you gonna get out on bro like that?" But he's still down on Matt's side. Well, no, he wasn't really doing it. Yes, he was really doing it. What you mean? What you mean? You identify with your character and stuff like that. I'm protecting you. And you over here trying to be all whatever that is. Like, no.
So let me ask you a question. Out of all the moments, what was the funniest moment that I got you where you had to get me back? What was the funniest moment? Was it which one was it? Was it the he did a better explanation than you? Was it that
was the first one?
That was the first one. Okay, what was the next one after that? I can't remember what the next one was after that. Whatever. It was
the racist stuff.
The racist stuff?
Was it? Yeah, because I had already addressed it. Because you had asked me, you said something, and you didn't ask me, but I just said, okay, this is because I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know
about the denomination.
That's real interesting, man.
It was that one. That was the second one. You said, oh yeah, because yours. Correct. It was better than Trump's again. So it's like, yeah, whatever.
That moment, I can't wait to look back at it because
it was fun. The reason why the first one was funny because I was acting like I didn't hear it. I didn't give him no indication that I knew what he was doing, and I knew it. Corinthian don't know what's going on.
He said,
so when I got my phone in my face, I'm multitasking. I'm paying attention to him. Corinthian their response. I'm here, but I'm also fulfilling my assignment to my wife as well. But so when he said that, I just put my phone down. That's how he should have known something would happen. I don't put my phone down for nobody in the episode, so I'm paying attention. What does I say?
It says save the file.
Is it extending it?
Yep, it's still going. Yep.
Okay.
So it just chops.
So
I don't know why
I put
it
my
does
phone down, right? That means that either I'm gonna address something that he said, or he wants me to address something. So I'm not gonna remember my phone. So when he had said the state, as soon as he started saying it, I didn't put my phone down because I already knew what he was gonna do. When he finished and said it, right? Corinthian didn't say nothing. I didn't give him a chance to, but Corinthian didn't chime in. Didn't say nothing. Oh, Matt, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't compare us. We should be doing that, right? He said, I didn't give him a chance to. If he wanted to, I wasn't giving him a chance. I put my phone down, pause, stop. Nope. Right? Just to not be rude, but also to interject like, no, I'm not going to do that. And it wasn't what he said about Corinthian. Because he was being sarcastic.
Right? He had to go back and tell this.
He couldn't, like, that wasn't the issue. The issue was him trying to poke me. Like, yeah, I'm going to get you, right? So by him saying that, it was hilarious.
Oh, it's so good.
It was hilarious.
It's so good.
And because we have a Akia said, we said ourselves before. She said she just observed it, just our synergy and how we relate to one another, and she knows the chemistry that we have. She recognized that we can do this. So it's like it's natural. He said what he said. He knows. He know that if I didn't catch it the first time, when he said because what Corinthians said was better than you, but when he said that part, he know I'm not gonna let that slide. I'm not. Even if I don't address it then, I'm gonna come back. I may let it settle for a little bit and just come back and just be like, remember when you said this 45 minutes ago? Well, actually it was 45 minutes and then you see the little nanosecond?
Yeah.
That part right there. Yeah, the 45.5, remember? Okay, we're not gonna take the 0.5 off of there. So we're gonna go back to the 46.5. When you had said that to Corinthians, because I was watching the time so I could make sure I was my actual point, right? So yeah, when you said Corinthians was smart, it wasn't that's not the problem. It was what you said and how you said it. Oh yeah, because he's very smart. It's just a spirit behind it, right? So like Corinthians was like, oh, I didn't even catch it. Like, yeah, because you're not paying attention. You're not even paying attention.
And then the thing about it is that
so that was hilarious.
when he pulls out the Goody, when the Goody character comes out, it's uncontrollable.
Goody is like he's like a mild version of his almightiness. He's not extreme like that. But Goody is very spiritual and very sound and very poignant. He's going to tell you the truth. He's going to be laid back with it. He's going to tell you the truth. Almightiness, he doesn't care. He don't care what nobody say nothing about nothing. He's like an arrogant God. He's not like the supreme. The supreme God is, sure. He's absolute. He's loving. Almighty not like that. Almighty, he like Allah. I don't care about your feelings. What you looking at me for? I'll let you breathe. Don't breathe on me. Get out my face. Right. So yeah. But
I can't wait.
But when Goody comes out, it's always appropriate. It's always appropriate.
It's beautiful. And so here's the plan, you guys, okay?
It was funny though, right? But because he had already said
That was a good.
He always because he know he's a master. He's a master at communications and broadcasting and content creativity. So he said he knows what to put where, whatever, and weave it in, and then how he does it, right? So because he said it, he know I'm paying attention. I'm listening. It's in my mind. So after he said that, I don't know what he said to trigger Goody, but he triggered it. And the first thing I said was, since you wanted to pick on me. You're not just picking in it. He's a picky nigga.
It was so good.
Goody is always going to feed
of
the prior content.
exactly.
Like whatever the prior content is, the prior content is not
Yes.
just this episode. The prior content is everything that we've said as a whole, right? And it's like ideas. So it's like we have creative ideas. Why are you saying that for?
It's so unnecessary.
98%. You never say nothing about no percentage for nothing else. Stupid phone. Use a nigga. so when he said pick a Nini, right?
Oh man.
Why is it all of a sudden doing that? I ain't never heard him do that before. Maybe he'll do that and I ain't never paid attention to it. So look, since he said pick a Nini, and he was picking on me.
Mm-hmm.
In Goody's mind, you're a picky nigga.
Oh my God.
So it's like, just go with that. The wordplay. It's like anybody that was watching this episode and heard him say pick a Nini, and I said, no, you're not just a picky Nini, you're a picky nigga. They're like, oh, he got that from there. It's the connectivity.
Oh
of all
man,
the content.
it's called a callback. Whatever. So here's the plan. The Legend and the Lyricist. We are in a blessed position. We've done a lot of content where we've recorded audio, and
that's why.
Oh, it keeps on going in and out. Okay,
the plug,
the plug, right.
Because that just did it too.
So what our plan is this. The content that we just put out here, we want to come to where you're at. Now, I got a bunch of little podcasts, but there is no what you see between Triomnius and me is it's some good stuff, okay? And we want to invite you to come hang out with us, okay? So this video, along with other videos and audio, we've got our own page on emptydots.com and conclavedownload.com, which they work together. Okay, I got two domain names, conclavedownload.com and emptydots.com, so that the focus goes to where it needs to go to. And on conclavedownload.com, the Legend and the Lyricist show and or podcast or simulcast or whatever it's going to be called, however it's casted to you, we're available in person. Not all the time, but sometimes. So take a look at the tickets and join us. Listen, I promise you, whatever the price you pay for the tickets, not only is it going to be worth it, but you're going to get a lot out of it, and we give you more value. Oh, one thing that we should do is at least talk about the sarsaparilla. So why don't you talk about it, and then we won't drink it right now, but what the goal is that if you come to one of our shows and you pay the admission, part of the blessing of you coming to the show and paying the admission is I got a whole bunch of stuff that we like to give you. Okay? You go get a whole type of swag and all type of stuff like that. But one of the things that will be in your swag is what he's going to talk about right now. And I'm gonna get one and just show it to you.
Yeah, so the swag packs or the swag bags will have different things that we would like to bless you all with, and just as a thank you. And one of those things is sarsaparilla too, because that's a part of the not just the LNL brand, but the Conclave Download and M3dots.com. It's a part of the whole brand that we have. So, and it's for two purposes. It's to introduce you to it. That's a part of the swag bag, so you can have it, and then also we're going to be distributing it as well, so that you can have it for yourself, because it's some good stuff. And when my co-host had me to, because of the creative synergy that we have here, it's easy to come up with content just like that. So when he asked me to do the commercial, it wasn't an issue. I didn't have to practice. I didn't have to write nothing down, because I had already had the experience. I already had the information. I already had the taste. So it was easy to make the commercial. So, and it tastes so good. I'm not a real root beer. I can say that I am a root beer connoisseur, because I like it by itself, more sarsaparilla, but also with the floats. Like that. That's how I really like.
Oh my God! I can't wait to even taste that with a float. Oh my God!
I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
Wow.
I'm probably kind of sort of like a sarsaparilla purist, so it's like
right. You don't want to mix no ice cream,
but I might because they made it like that for a reason.
I got an idea.
Root beer float. What?
Listen, let me tell you something.
Before he says that,
I'm not even gonna get into it. Yeah. I won't go into that. I wouldn't even say it. Break it down. Bam. Sarsaparilla.
There we go. Sarsaparilla. You see it. So yeah, and just to let you know, we were on the phone with Corinthian, and my co-host is going to go with one of our other partners, Dean, Old Dog Hunted. Shout out to you if you see this. This is how much of you all are my niggas, because he brought some of this for us, and he said he was going to see you, Dean, first. So I was like, you know what, give him two. And since Corinthian's in the city, I'm like, are you going to see Corinthian? He was like, yeah. I said, give him the other one. That's how much y'all are my nigga, because this my stuff. This is my drink right here. So, but because of how you all responded to it, and I think both of you all weren't into root beer like that. I think both of you all said that. But when you tasted this, you was like, you know what? I ain't into root beer, but I'm into sarsaparilla.
Come on, baby.
That's another commercial. I may not like certain root beers.
Come on, man.
But I do like sarsaparilla. So, but yeah, so that's just one of those things that are a part of the our whole brand. So when you think us, it's certain things you'll associate with us. This will be one of the main products, because it's so good. It goes down smooth. It tastes great. And it's like having a cold. It is beer, but it's root beer. It's like having a cold one. Even they come from a hard days of work, or like me, it's a treat for me. So when I see it, it's like, yep, I know it's in there. So sometimes I just let it sit in there, just keep it in the refrigerator. Like, hi. You know we got a date. You go, I'm gonna, and it's so good. I think I drank one for breakfast one time. I don't drink no soda for no breakfast, but I would drink some sarsaparilla for breakfast. But yeah, so it's an excellent thing. And just in my co-host is saying this, but I'll just say it directly. It's inviting you into our world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you share things with people that you're fond of, or you want to know, or you invite them into your world, it's a sign of an affection, and you're inviting them to share with things that you like. You know, you'll have some type of connection. So when you all drink this, you'll think about L&L. You know.
Yeah.
So on that note, like my coach was saying, when we do our tours, come out, hang out with us. You know one thing, you're gonna laugh. If nothing else, you're gonna laugh. And with the way the world is right now, we need more laughter in the world, because it's so much sorrow, it's so much disappointment, it's so much death, and it's a lot of bad stuff going on. So it's like we need some fun, we need some laughter. In particular laughter. Because laughter is good for your soul. It is.
And listen, if we have to, if y'all don't come out to the shows, don't feel bad, because we're gonna be putting out videos. And the thing that we intend to do, at least I intend to make sure that it's done, is we're gonna do some live streaming. The only reason why I don't enjoy doing live streaming all the time is because when you live stream just from your smartphone, you miss a lot of the opportunities that video, live streaming has to offer. You know what I'm saying? When you're live streaming, it can be treated, if you do it right, it can be treated like a live TV show. If you remember, some of you guys are maybe too young to remember this, but let me give you a good example. I got 3 examples of live streaming. Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Let me call you right back. I want to finish it.
Okay. Wait, now, what'd you say? Say it again?
He's gonna call you right back.
Oh, okay. This is how I'm gonna do it. I gotta do this first. Boom.
So yeah,
I got it.
when we start doing our live taping and our live shows in person, come out.
Yeah.
Live streaming and live
In
online,
person,
it's
two different things.
Two different experiences.
Right.
Two different
So
experiences.
like the when I do live streaming for L&L and for what we're gonna be doing, my intention is that we are gonna have a studio audience. You know what I'm saying? Or some folks there, because bottom line is, me and him, we could just do this on video and then put it out there, set it up as a premiere, and then what is good is that I can, like, right above his head right here, as you can see, the way I kind of set, I put stuff up here, you know what I'm saying? And then everything kind of works out. That's my information, whatever. But then, so when you do television, like 3 good examples of great television being done is when Roots came out. Roots, the miniseries, the hype around that, boom, when everybody saw it. And I'm gonna tell you something, it blessed the whole country. Roots, it was like, I don't remember how many days it was, because I wasn't watching it when it came out, but I read the account of how it really blessed the whole country. That's one example. Another example of television being a blessing to everybody, or whatever, is when Black Panther came out. Listen, Black Panther, it caused for a lot of people to be like, pause, like Star Wars and other things like that. You know what I'm saying? But Black Panther, People went to see it 3, 4, 5 times. It was so financially lucrative. And check this out. Pastor Neil, I'm sorry. I hate to, if I'm, but you know, I don't want to get somebody, somebody that's white. I don't want to turn them and get them kicked out of their church for being an N-word lover or nothing like that. But here's what Pastor Neil said. Pastor Neil, he do his Bible study over at Dunkin' Donuts a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessed Bible study. I sat through, a couple times at least. And what he said to me was, he said that when he was talking with God, or however he phrased it, he said, it's time, this is how he put it. He said that part of the meaning of Black Panther was that it's time for white people to sit at black people's feet and learn. And that was a powerful, powerful, powerful thing to hear a person who identifies as white. Now listen, I'm brown, specifically. We're brown skinned, not black. So, and black and white does not exist in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Race is really not a real thing. It's an American thing, and it's it's part of the way that the way that human beings are divided and conquered. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the point I'm making is that the third thing of television is when somebody that's really, really famous dies, or somebody that's really, really famous, there's a court scenario. You know what I'm saying? So the Michael Jackson court, about his death, the Michael Jackson hearings, Michael Jackson's death, Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Things, but everybody gets to know the information because it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so television is a blessing. And with these smartphones, we're able to produce high quality stuff. Television studios, they giving up on a lot of their equipment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not 4K or whatever, 5K, whatever, whatever all this stuff is. So, if we're going to be live streaming, I want it to look good, and we're going to make sure it looks good. And then I want to have a few people in the round, because I'm going to tell you something. Laughter is infectious. And so, so we're going to try in 2022. We're going to try. I know it's coronavirus, and I know it's Omicron, and I know it's stuff out there that's deadly. But I don't know the percentage yet, but we have achieved some level of herd immunity. And there's a lot of people who are anti-vaxxers that don't care about getting the virus, who don't care about getting immune. I've been personally, I'm good. I've been vaccinated and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. So I feel comfortable going out in public and doing what I gotta do, even though I stay in the house a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind if I gotta stay another year in the house, another 2 years, another 5 years, whatever. South Park did a great they did a great TV show where it was 2 parts, and they got it on these episodes. They're hour-long episodes, and they're on Paramount Plus. So South Park was able to syndicate, and they are on South Park is on what is that? They are on, where were they at? South Park is on Comedy Central, but you can see their stuff on, is it HBO Max? You can see their whole catalog of episodes is on HBO Max, except for some of the new episodes, which are hour-long things, which is on Paramount Plus. So South Park was able to diversify, which is what Wu-Tang told Dave Chappelle. Gotta diversify you know what I'm saying? I love them, by the way. So the point is that with us, we're not gonna just put all the eggs in one basket, because if you put all the eggs in one basket, somebody can take your basket. You take all your eggs. Okay? And, you know, women and their eggs, you know, at a certain age, the biological clock runs out and there's no more eggs. And then they're menopausing. And so that's why you got to diversify your, you know. So we're going to be everywhere we can be. But we want to be there for you if it's possible. I like the way my finger was like right there. Look at that. We want to be there for you.
See the camera magic like he's hit me on my head or like he's trying to stick his finger in my nose? You see how uncrushable I am?
Uncrushable. Anyway, so we're going to come to where you at. Thank you, Picky-ness, for being such a good sport and such a good host. Thank you all for watching and, you know, letting us clown. You know what I'm saying? And my plan for Picky-ness and me is really threefold. Number one, I want for us to be able to come see you guys in person and that y'all enjoy our presence and we enjoy your presence, right? But the second thing is, I want us to be on radio, okay? Skip this driving around everywhere. I want for him and me to be able to be at the radio station and just be wherever we gonna be broadcasting from. So that's on the plan. You cool with doing radio?
Radio with camera.
Right, the camera is ours, but you know, so we can live stream or whatever. But
the syndication would be like like they're doing now. A lot of syndications are radio and TV at the same time.
Yeah, it's some good. Yeah, and that's going to cable. You know what I'm saying? Going to the cable station, or whatever. Because like Ricky Smiley's show is. I love that they. You ever seen the Ricky Smiley show? You've seen that, right? Man, they do a real good job of it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. But radio is cool because sometimes I don't want to get dressed for something to be forever.
Then we can do that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We'll dominate radio because I feel my face is perfect for radio, especially this hairline. Look at what's going on with this hairline. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to get there, though. I'm going to get there. You know what I'm saying? You know?
People rock with you, they rock with you.
Yeah.
Get what you look like.
My hairline. Do you know that when I was in high school, I had a round line because my father would cut my hair with the round line? It took me a long time to get somebody to like me and love me. It wasn't until I started going to the barbershop. Then I got a big girlfriend. And we was together for a long time. Right? Anyway, Picky-ness, Ellipsis, Legend, and the Lyricist. Ooh, that rhymed. Picky-ness, Ellipsis, Legend, Lyricist, M3Dust.com, conclavedownload.com, Picky-ness.
And if the content blesses you, and it encourages you, you support it, you rock with us, you can go to M3Dust.com or Conclave Download and send us a financial contribution. Support us financially so we can create more. You see that? You can't hate what you want to have.
Don't hate what you want to have. Don't hate what you want to have. I want to have love with me. I need to stop hating, 'cause Goody will get me.
You get that right, my nigga. He's a very smart nigga. Because Goody is always watching. He's always there.
You would have closed us out, guys, sir.
That's it. That's the close. We did it.
We did.
We told him about supporting us, all that.
Jack Master and the Master Sergeant. Somebody introduced them and they reaped the harvest. Both always was a light in darkness. It's amazing that one phone call could spark this. Of course you will be grudgy if you live in garbage, but a testimony is one part to tarnish. A kingdom ambassador is not a Martian, so nanu ampersand his partners. The Bible says that Jesus took the keys back from Satan God with a little G. Phone ring, father called him little me, but I didn't fan out. I was talking professional. We talked about the meeting ordination and the triple dipple shebang begat by amputation. Both of us was note taking. I know Satan was shaking cause Triami ascended and it sure enough came to pass. Jack Master and the Master Sergeant. Jack Master and the Master Sergeant. If you're not familiar, here's my only message. Here's the quintessence. M3.com. I'll tell you a story. Jack Master and the Master Sergeant. Jack Master and the Master Sergeant. If you're not familiar, here's my only message. Here's the quintessence. M3.com. I'll tell you stories. 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 I'll tell you stories.
In the first start I learned to flow in the power of what I know. Systematic ellipsis show, cause I'm made foolproof. What the power of the putt is, an overview of the subsilent. M3.com wouldn't be here now without the things that I did go through.
My first car was a putt. Pops taught me basic skills to keep it up. When it died, only cost a couple bucks to replace it, and I did expand my luck. When the clutch died, I gave it to the church. Pops gave another putt to me to work. I got convinced to trade it in and give them a check. A couple years when I was homeless, it was repossessed. I had to take the metro, avoided traffic jams. Had a meeting with my king, update my master plan. I found Flash Auto, only spent $1,000, and I was back behind the wheel, now time to make my stand. Got wifey your first ride, then I got mobilized. Then I sold another ride into wifey's tribe. When he lost it, I was sad, yes I must confide, but it didn't hurt my stride, always do provide, cause I got a good eye for a putt.
When the first start I learned to flow in the power of what I know. Systematic ellipsis show, cause I'm made foolproof. What the power of the putt is, an overview of the subsilent. M3.com wouldn't be here now without the things that I did go through.
Wifey made a demand, we need to upgrade. Using credit for a Benz with a duck and pay. I had a meeting with my king and then he made a way. And Kevin called me and said, bro, come get this Chevrolet. That putt undergird my whole estate. Then wifey realized that she had made a big mistake. What's the cost of a tune-up on a Benz, yo? Especially when you're too bougie for a Pinto. I had to eat it cause I'm in it for the long haul. Good thing I handled my money based on my own call. Wifey forced into Benz like she cared for me. Spent a couple grand for a cheap Cherokee. I drove that Benz like a hoopty when it kicked the bucket. It died in wifey's arms, called that poetic justice. Truth makes us all free, therefore I never duck it. Wifey learned that the power of a man is something that she needs to understand. That a man of God armed with a plan from God, yes, God will accomplish. She's been standing there admonished by the power of the putt.
When the first start I learned to flow in the power of what I know. Systematic ellipsis show, cause I'm made foolproof. What the power of the putt is, an overview of the subsilent.